most all of us players know, you can put a vending machine in front of a TC, slam it to the side like that, and then you could access the TC behind your vending machine for a nice little bunker. But what most Rust players do not know is there's another spot you could access the TC behind the vending machine, and you don't need to access the side. You could just go right in here and you could sit on top of whatever deployable on the wall, and you could access the TC and have a door behind the vending machine on the top middle left. And it needs to be at a specific distance. What that means is we can create the smallest double-walled core in existence, a little X shape with just two triangles. Then we could access that TC on the top again. It needs a specific distance for it to work, but it's incredibly nice and incredibly easy. Another trick with vending machines that most Rust players do not know is that you could use it pretty much exactly like a bunker, and it's tin rockets. It is soft-sidable, but you could just use it as a bunker in a doorway just like this. And you can just put it on a wood floor. It's not splashable with a rocket. You could hatch it out the wood floor and the vending machine disappears. And just like that, you have a different version of the bunker. And it's really not that bad considering it's only 20 HQM and 3 gears. That's 5 less HQM, and it doesn't add anything to upkeep. This one's incredibly easy. We'll go into the specifics later, but you literally just put a floor and the vending machine a certain distance back like that. So you can still access the door and it doesn't poke through, and then you have a bunker. It's incredibly nice and incredibly easy, and again adds 0 upkeep to your base. Third vending machine trick that most Rust players don't know, you could hide a vending machine inside of a doorway and you still have access for foot traffic for in-person purchases, as well as it's still drone accessible. It does not block drone access. Incredibly nice and incredibly easy. You could hide your shop next to outposts. No one's really going to know until they run up and check that door, as well as you could hide it on your roof so they don't really see it from the outside. And it's very nice and very easy. We'll show you how to do it. We're going to be using this in the Hammerhead, a nice 2x1 solo duo expansion double bunker base. We have a nice standard 2x1 shell right here. And we have the smallest mini open core possible with 14 large boxes and a locker. And if you do fully seal that pancake layer, it's 10 large boxes. We have a spiral staircase, double bunker with the vending machine trick right here. It's not necessary, but it's really nice when you seal off that pancake layer. We have a nice open shooting floor with 1 bedroom on each side. Completely nice open shooting floor. We have some crazy peaks, one that looks down right on our doors, and these roof down angle peaks. I don't know what you call those, but they're incredibly nice and easy. And we also have retake angles right on each of the doorways into the shell. This is completely symmetrical. Covers both of those doorways. Very nice and very easy. We have the $1 million peaks in the shell, obviously, as well as some grenade throwdown chutes on the chutes. And we have a nice open roof that you can put a mini farm on. Here's the upkeep on screen. It's 4.5k stone, 6.7k metal, 85 HQM. Extremely doable for a solo. Externals are negligible. If you do like farming, I guess, if you want to put it on 1TC, it's absolutely horrible. We hit the upkeep tax pretty hard. We'll get right into a nice speedy fast 200% base tour right here. Coming in the doorway, we have drop boxes up there, double wide hentai lover patricos, and then we have a nice shell right here, turrets on each side, the $1 million peaks. And again, it's completely symmetrical. There's our chutes going up and the grenade drop downs, and we have the jump up into the 2x1 core with another grenade drop down. I love those F1 drop downs. Then hopping up here, of course you can seal off the floor and only have 10 large boxes and a locker, or you could do the triangles and add 4 more like shown here. And here's where our vending machine bunker is. I can't access the doorway because I placed it a bit wrong. Going down into the core, standard 2x1 starter stuff here. Break that spiral stair, chop that out, and that's your 2 bunkers. That's your 25 rockets, and that's the upkeep. It's incredibly simple as a solo. And you can see that spiral stair from inside or outside. Inside, just like this. Seal that up. Or you could just jump up and place it like this. Just jump and then place it, and then you have that. And then you can just place that vending machine just right there with the wood floor. Make sure you place that close enough. We'll go over that in a second. And then you have your nice shell right here. You don't access the shooting floor to keep raiders out of it. You access it from the chute. You don't access it from the core. Coming up here, we have those angles right on the entryways. And then we have the single doors right here. You can put drop boxes, whatever you want there. And then we have the nice open mini shooting floor right here with the 2 bedrooms, one on each side, the roof peaks, ones that cover the front doors, as well as some on-demand door peaks. Going up to the roof, you obviously have the single door peaks again. You can put some drop boxes or beds. You can put 2 boxes right there for some storage. This vending machine is covered by a door. And we have patricos all around. It's covered by a door, so they don't really know exactly where it is. And it's incredibly nice and incredibly easy. And if you love farming, all you got to do is break one of these triangles or not put them there, and you connect it all on 1TC with these roof pieces right here. I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's worse in every aspect. It's like 10 times the upkeep. It's 18k and 15k or something like that, and you don't get any externals. It's super easy to build. For the top access of a vending machine, if you want to do something like this double diamond core, you would just put your TC right here. Hopefully you would be able to upgrade it, the foundation, before you seal that in there. You would just put your TC in a doorway of whatever base design you want right here. Keep in mind we're going to be sealing this off, and you want this unskinned sheet metal, and then you're going to count 12 dots away. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and we can just shoot to mark that line. You want to put a door in the doorway, because that removes the block of the vending machine. Otherwise it just wants to like snap in, and then it's, I mean, you could do it, but you really want the door in there. It just like lines it up. And you want to make sure your shop front is facing you. It's not backwards like this, because it's got a different hitbox. And you want to make sure that it's right on that 12th line, just like that. And then you can go ahead and place these right here again. You could probably figure out a nice core to do something with this. And then you just get any electrical item, or you know, whatever random thing you find in a road box, and place it just like kind of like right here, just so you don't fall all the way down. And then you'll be able to access the TC and the stuff right up here. Incredibly nice and incredibly easy. And for the second trick, when you just want to put like a vending machine on a wood floor, this is even easier. You're just going to find out wherever you want a triangle. You don't need to do it in a hexagon base. And you're just going to do a single doorway like this. Doesn't matter what grade it is. When you place your wood floor right here, you just want to make sure that your vending machine, don't look at my outfit, and you just want to make sure your vending machine is back in here. And you just want it at the very end of this. You don't want it off onto the wood. You just want it at the end of the doorway. And again, it's a lot easier when you place a door in there. For some reason, it removes a lot of the hitbox. You could freely place it, and make sure it's not too far up, because if you do it too far up, like right here, where there's no amount of the single door, it's going to stick through and you're not going to be able to open the door, which, I mean, doesn't matter anyway, but it's kind of weird. And you don't want it too far back to where you're actually seeing the wood. You're just going to pull it right here. And this little item is just from Legacy Wood. And it looks like I do have a little bit of wood right there, but the vending machine hitbox blocks that. Very large hitbox. And then that's literally it. You need to just break that. And it's incredibly nice and incredibly easy to add on any floor or something like that. You could add it during an online. It's incredibly useful. And for the third trick, it's pretty much just like the second trick. So if you want to hide a vending machine in the doorway behind a door, you're going to place the door first. Again, it's going to give you that really nice room to play with. And it's really hard to see on Brutalist because it's like the same exact color as the floor. So you could either upgrade that to metal, or if everything else is metal, metal gives you a real nice ridge right there for you to look at. And you want it pretty much halfway through that ridge. If you do it all the way forward like this, you run the risk of like not being, sometimes you're not able to open the actual door. Again, not that it matters, but it'll just say shop through the whole thing. And we didn't do it that close last time, but if you do it like right here, looks like now I'm getting a lot of open doors. Might just be the server, but you just do it like right in the doorway, just like that. And you still get drone access. Do it too far forward, the vending machine obviously sticks out of the doorway. Like this. See how we have it stuck on shop? Can't actually access the door. You could still actually do it like this. You put an item in there, you could open the door like that. But make sure it's about halfway through that door frame, and you have a nice hidden vending machine. If you go too far back, it loses its drone accessibility. So don't go too far back. And it's incredibly nice and incredibly easy. You can put that right next to Outpost. The Hammerhead is super easy to build. We're just going to start out with a 2x1. Obviously, incredibly easy. Double door or triangle airlock right here. Keep in mind, you're probably going to do a double door for easy expansion. PC down, single door, double door. You know the routine, very easy. And we're just going to go ahead and start the spiral stair bunker, of course. Put a frame here and put a grill later, but you could use a furnace. You're not getting stuck horribly there. And then we're going ahead and doing a full half wall single door right here. And this is the part where you're going to need either like a jungle shelf or literally any item on the wall. We're gonna use the jungle shelf just because it's the easiest. Where you just don't want it fully above the wall. You put it like halfway in the wall right there. And it does get pretty annoying, but that's because I have this furnace right here. If we put this furnace a bit farther out, it's just going to give us nice amount of room to jump right there. And that's pretty much how you're just going to start it. Again, it's very nice and easy, very standard stuff here. We're going to go ahead and add our honeycomb layer right here. And then we're going to add a full pancake layer on the squares to help everything. And you can seal this off. We'll just go ahead and do the seal off version. You could put boxes in there if you want. And then we're just going to go ahead and do 2 walls up here, wall right here, wall right there. And we're just going to go ahead and do 2 walls up right here and a half wall right there. Doing 2 walls up right here, jump up right here. And then I like to put a frame right here, half wall right there, single door like that. And then you can put a roof just so it's easy. Drop a bunch of grenades in, and they still have to break multiple pieces to get in here. And you do a single door right there and a floor over there for a barrel, floor over there for a barrel. Outside right here, you want another full wall right there, half wall right there, half wall on the outside right there. Seal this up, and then you want 2 half walls on each side right here. This is going to be a complete honeycomb right here. And this one you're going to upgrade to the next grade. And then we can put the double door frame right here with the 2 triangles. Put some boxes in there. You could actually just do a wood thing like this to place the boxes. And then on this one, it's easier to do it from the top, but you could also do it from another side. We're just going to go ahead and seal this up right here. And then I like to do a floor right here, locker down there, box up there. That's pretty much the stage 1. We're just going to go ahead and build out like this on each side. Those boxes are doable. It's just a pain to do it in a tutorial. And then we're just going to go ahead and do a 8 square build out. 4 hexagons back in, standard stuff here. I'm going to wrap this around like this. Just like that, and we're going to repeat that on the other side. Before we repeat that on the other side, I just destroyed one of these. My mouse is going crazy. And then we're just going to add one more. And then we're going to do this for our Patrico right here. And we'll go ahead and put this on an external pretty much immediately. I like to do the tunnel externals. You don't have to. You could do twig and disconnectable like this. But the tunnels are just so much easier, especially for early game like this. We'll just go ahead and make the tunnel externals. And for the tunnel externals, you could just put it right here. So it's double walled. And we'll go ahead and just repeat that on the other side. Once you have your foundations laid out right here, again, since we're just doing tunnel externals, you can go ahead and do however you want here, add an extra door like that. And we're going to wall these off like this. You could use this for Dropbox storage on each one of these triangles. Doorway or single door, doesn't matter. And then for our $1 million peaks, we're going to build around triangles like this and upgrade these so no one could soft side them. That's going to be for our frames. And then we're going to go ahead and add 4 frames like this and a triangle window or square window like that. We get that window, that frame in the window. And we can go ahead and put our 2 triangle roof pieces like this. And we can come out here, put these this way for our nice $1 million peaks. And we're just gonna go ahead and put these floors right here, or like this. Double door frame, wall, double door frame, wall. And then this one can be the chute and this one can be the jump up. And again, we'll repeat that on all the sides right here. Everything is completely symmetrical in the shell. And then we're going to wall this off. We're going to make our double anti-lever trickles right here. And then obviously, since we're doing tunnel peaks, we can go ahead and continue this and do, we'll just do like more patricos right here. For the double wide ones, I like these a lot, where you put a metal frame right here. And then that way you can see out of both sides just like this. Gives you this really, really long range. Then we're going to go ahead and do frames up here. I'm going to do walls up here. It's very standard. This is like a normal wide gap thing. Put an extra roof right there. Very standard stuff. We're going to do full walls right here. Same stuff right here. Server's lagging like crazy, which is fantastic. We'll just do like triple wide windows with a bunch of patricos here. It doesn't really matter. You could do whatever tunnel externals you want. Definitely my favorite variation of this peak. And then once we go ahead and expand more up here, we're just going to do again, chute right here, garage door right here. We're going to do the same jump ups right here. This is going to be the drop down right there. And then we're going to window on each side right here. And you can put a bedroom or something right here. And then we want another single door right here. Single door up there. Peel that off like this. And we'll go ahead and repeat that on this side. And for our oh, sorry, you have to upgrade this one. You have to upgrade the grenade chute to metal. Like, what's going on here? Otherwise, you have to upgrade it one more layer. And then for our actual peaks, we're gonna do half wall window right here. A couple of these half wall, sorry, full wall window on these ones. We're gonna do a half wall floor like this, just so you can get it in there. You could also just do it from the outside right here. Walls backwards. Very late, the server's gonna reset. And then we want to do a frame right here. Sorry, not a floor. I'll do a frame right there. You could do a half wall under here. That way you get a better angle right here. Or you could do the frame and stick the half wall from the, I mean, you could stick the frame from the outside and not do the half wall. You can do either or. And then with that frame, we're gonna do one more frame on top. And we're gonna stick our roof down below on that frame. Make sure it's coming from the outside. Fantastic. And it looks like we don't have the stability. Okay, that's why I did the half wall. Fantastic. Pretty sure if you just add more frames, you can get that stability without the half wall. But you just go ahead and put that roof right there. I have like 27 variations of this 2x1 with these floors. So anyways, it's really not that bad. Go ahead and put these right here. Of course, when that is in twig, or when it's not in twig, you have to do it before the roof. Lovely. Welcome to Rust. And we're gonna go ahead and do single doors right here. Fantastic. A window up here. You may have to put a floor first to actually do it. Then you can upgrade these. We're gonna do a frame up here. Attached to this frame for our twin roof peaks. Now you can go ahead and put this grill right here. You don't have to. You could also get an angle right there. And that's supposed to be sealed up. And we're going to go ahead and repeat this on the other side. Once we have that, we could do these half walls over on the roof look down peaks. These frames right here. You don't need the actual triangle frame in the center right here. It's not going to add any stability or anything like that. And you have some nice peak downs on it. Then we're just going to go ahead and create our twin-sided bedroom right here. And of course, those floors are supposed to be there. Fantastic. And we're just going to go ahead and do the same single door pattern up here. Like always building right when the server is going to give restart messages, and always starts to lag right before that every time I get on this build server. Anyways, we're just going to go ahead and repeat the jump ups as shown here. We want a turret right here, and then this is for drop boxes. And then to cover the gaps the best, we're going to go ahead and do a floor pattern like this. And we could do frames right there. And we need other frames right here. There's a way it turns blue. It's just trying to place off the wrong thing. If we come up here, it turns blue. And place that like that. And you get a nice coverage of the gaps. And we're going to be putting roof pieces there anyway. And you could put it like that too if you want to see it. And once we're at this point, we're just going to do half wall windows right here. Half wall windows right here. These are going to be for Patricos. And then we just go all the way up with door frames right here. This is what adds a lot of the upkeep for our roof piece. And we just do, you can do full walls right here. Floor right here. And then you could actually do like a roof peak right here. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and do a three-way Trico. A vending machine right here. That's what we have in the intro. But again, it's all to taste. You could just do whatever. You could do a literal three-way Trico on here. And then of course you could block these. Then we can come up with half walls right here that we didn't put, of course. The server's gonna reset, and then you could put one more Trico right here. You can go ahead and put your roof pieces that'll cover this. I don't want to place on one of them. One of them's not going to give it enough stability. Come down here, place it off the right one. Or I don't have frames and it's not letting me place it off the right one. Just like that. Go ahead and put this right here. Get everything on the same side. And then you can repeat this right here. And that's pretty much it. You can do, again, whatever you want. But this is just really nice and easy. Sorry, I've been like super sick. I like sneezed like 700 times. When I was sick, and then it like went away in a day. It was the weirdest, whatever. And you have this nice mountainish style, and we didn't do the Patricos over here. And you can add the frame right here, half wall. Put a twig floor right here and right here. Put your embrasures. Put a third in there behind some chain link. And more patricos that I didn't do right here. And that's pretty much it. There you have it. You can do wood low walls right here. Make a little mini 2-planter farm. Put some lights right here. Whatever you want to do with one light in the center. And it's incredibly nice and incredibly easy.